Tools for the rear diff fluid change in an 04 Silverado 2500 HD LB7 11.5 American axle. I've replaced wheel seals. I've been into the rear end doing maintenance, and the gear oil looks like crap and it's low, so I'm going to swap it out. Now, I didn't want to pull the diff cover just because it sounds like more mess than necessary. So what I did is I went with the suction method instead. You won't get as much out of you won't get as much gear oil out of the differential, but it's a lot easier to do and quicker, and I think it's going to work just fine. Since this is going to be easier than removing the rear diff cover and all the fasteners involved with that, which is quite a few, and then you got a gasket there, and then you got a possible leak. This here, you just got to pop the fill cap and stick in the suck tube and be good to go. So on the equipment, I bought a pump for the 1 quart 900 milliliters, it looks like, of gear oil, synthetic gear oil. That's going to become self-evident later. Now, the way to get the oil out of the gear case is with the suction. Needs some negative pressure, and that's what this gun is for, or tube is for. It pulls a vacuum, and the tube with the tool is designed where you just suck the fluid up into the gun and then expel it into another container. I wanted to Rube Goldberg this thing a little bit, and came up with a half-gallon mason jar. Looks like it might be 2,000 milliliters. What's that? 2,000 milliliters. Next would be anyhow. So I'm going to pull a vacuum on the jar, and then the jar is going to have an output going into the differential, and it'll pull the gear oil into there, so I can see what's going on, so I don't have a nasty tool that I'm going to have to put back in my toolbox. And then we're just going to need a, what size was that? 15 millimeter. I think it was 15 millimeter for the drain plug. And then we'll get down there and clean it up when we're all done. Alright, let's get to work. Okay, I found a different negative pressure device. Yeah, I was going to use my little hand-pumped brake bleeder, but I didn't have the fittings to make it. So the only other thing I've got is a shop vac. So I'm just going to plug the hose into here, hold it, and watch the flow. You can get it there. Oh, come on, you. Pardon the noise. Look at that. Texas tea. Stuff's kind of thick, so that's what best we can do. Here's a lot easier than pumping. And I can use my other hand over here to work this other hose. Okay, we are done with the evacuation, and got really nice at the end there. Let's see if I can just put this guy on the other barb to save the mess. No, I can't. Alright, we'll clean that up later. Let's go the other way. There you go. Okay, now it's time to fill. Don't need the pump no more. Well, the canning stuff is done. Alright. So, I took, that would have been quarts, 5 quarts is what I had in there. Huh, okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, what's up with that? I don't feel like you even want to do anything. Did I forget something? Something is not right. The fuck? I know it's working. Fuck. You're not gonna go in there. You're gonna piss me off. Oh, fucking. Give me a break. Okay, that was fucking weird. Whatever that was about. Alright, so now we're just gonna pump all this gear oil in. I'm going to put 1 gallon in and then I'm going to stop and verify the quantities. Because I added probably a quart after maintenance. Man, I should elevate this damn thing while the gears going on. This is kind of a pain in the ass. The whole pumping thing kind of sucks. Jeez. I think we're gonna have to come up with something here. Oh! Note to self, this little pump does not have high enough capacity. Well, I mean, it's pumping the fluid, but Jesus, I'm gonna be here all day. So, if you're gonna do the pump thing, get the largest one that'll fit your container. And about 2.5 cups. Yeah, 2.5 cups. So, 4 cups is a pint. So half a pint. So how many pints would that be? That'd be 4 times 4, 16, 32. Is that right? That's 4 pints. 8. Probably about 9 pints. So a little over a gallon. However, that's flowing out of the filler plug, which could technically be considered overfilling. Just squeezed the bottle in, pulled it out, and then the fluid came running out. And that's when we jacked up probably about 3-4 inches on it. Huh. So what do we got there in milliliters? Every one of those dudes is 2.5, so it's 750, 750, and 500. So, I don't know, a little over a gallon.